basic 3, basic 3, basic 4 alphabet. Based upon these levels, what we have in level 2, we'll complete all these sections, all these levels. Okay. Hello, guys. Am I audible for everyone? Yes. Shreya, might be there would be any sort of problem in your system. Just check your audios because everyone can hear me properly. Okay, just check your system, audio system. Okay, now let's come inside this basic 3, basic 1, basic 2. We have already completed in this level 1. We have level 1, basic 1, basic 2. We have creators, we have memorial, and so on. We have unlocked all the basic commands for loop, basic loops. We'll go ahead with level 2. Okay. You have to unlock all these levels, like level 2 projects. We have the stars sections over here. You can see at bottom we have 450 stars over here, right? Maximum number of stars you're gonna take, and then you can unlock the different levels. We have level 3, level 4, and so on. Once you take all these stars, like 450 stars in this level 2, then the third level gonna unlock by itself. Okay. Now let's go ahead to the basic one. I'm sorry, basic 3. Just tap and go. Few changes when appear in this basic 3. Okay. So once you start it, we'll be having if and else statement at same place. Okay, we're gonna have range part and multiple MF ranges. One basic thing what we're gonna have over here is a nested loop. Okay, we have already gone through loops. But what is nested loop? Anyone can tell me what is nested loop? What we have over here, we'll learn, we'll code it, how we can use nested loop. Anyone knows what is nested loop? You can just put it down in the chat box. What is nested loop? Anyone of you? It's very interesting. It's a type of loop. We have gone through for loop, we have gone through while loop, we have gone through infinite loop, we have gone through finite loop. Okay, but what is nested loop? What we're gonna deal over here? Basically, nested loop is a type of loop where there would be loop inside loop. Okay, how a nest form, all sort of small branches, you can say that small leaf ropes we have over there. Okay, fixed inside each other, same pattern follows over here. That's why it's named as a nested loop. Okay, we have a loop, and inside that loop we have another different loop. So loop inside loop is called nested loop. What we're gonna have over here. Okay, now let's start it. If this section, this part is just beyond the coding area, it means like it could be, might be sometimes it's gonna cover up with this coding area. Then what you can do, you can just drag it and put it in the center so that it would be more obvious, more clear, and you can execute it firmly. Okay, if you won't have any blocks over here and you want to count those blocks, what you can do, you can use this grid part. Okay, as you use this grid part, you can count all the blocks wherever it required. Okay, we join the hackathon, and over there every seconds count. Every second is very much precious. So what you have to do for the execution, you just increase your speed from here onward. You cross 2 and cross 4. Cross 4 is the maximum speed. What you can do, you can see over here this wave, this our sprite, our hero, you can say it's blipping more faster. It means it's ready to move faster. Okay. Hello, Shreya. Hello. Might be there would be any sort of problem regarding your audio system. Apart from you, everyone can hear me, guys. Everyone can hear me properly. If anyone is not able to hear me, you can let me know. Any one of you. Yeah, everyone can hear me. I am just getting text from each and every student that they can hear me properly. Apart from you, Shreya, you can't hear me. Might be you have any sort of problem with your audio system. You just please check it. If you're using any earphones, just unplug and plug it on again. Just go to the audio system and check. Please do that. Okay. If you have to execute the project faster, you can use this Expo so that you can save your time. Okay. Right now, I'll not use because I just want to show the execution properly. Now, we have over here just try it, Shreya. I don't think like there is any sort of problem from my end because apart from you, everyone can hear me properly. Just check on your end. Just check on your system. You can what you can do. You can just log out and log in again. Okay. Now in this comment part, yeah, in this comment section, we have over here hashtag. In the map grid, we can use what we call coordinates to find the location of both Dev and item. So what we did over here, we just put the cursor. Location is what basically coordinates. Okay, the Dev we have over here, x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is also 0. Okay, once I just put my cursor to the item, x coordinate gonna change, y coordinate gonna change. Okay, the second comment says that when you move the mouse over Dev and item, you'll see the coordinates value as I did, and I showed that the values of x coordinate and y coordinate based on Dev as well as in the item. As you can see, the coordinate consists of two numbers, x and y. We have seen that the direction that Dev is facing, x is increased by 1 for each step. Okay, this side Dev is facing towards item side, and it's telling according to the fourth command that the coordinate gonna increase by 1. Okay, so it 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can see once I put my cursor to the item, x6 changes to 0 from 0 to x6. That's why it has been mentioned that the x value is increasing +1 with each of the step as we have from the Dev to item. Okay, therefore, by subtracting the x of Dev from the x of item, you can find the number of steps required for Dev to move in order to reach the item. Okay, it's pretty simple. Over here, item x item, basically we have this item part. Okay, so how you can write it down this item? You can simply tap over here, or you can write it down item. Okay, d is a variable what we have defined over here. Instead of this d, whatever variable you can use by yourself. You can use a, b, c, e, whatever you want to use, you can use. It's completely up to you. Okay, so we have used d is equal to item x, this item x, this one, this is the x part, minus Dev x. 6 minus 0, that is equal to 6. Okay, and 6 step this Dev has to move forward. Simple. And then we have given the step what we have included in D, that is equal to 6. Now we'll run it and check. Okay, 3 4 5 6. Simple. Okay, we have over here maximum number of lines would be 2. We have completed this step. We have the commands properly given. So with the help of these 3 stars, you exactly know how many lines you have to use, how many commands you have to use. Okay, and the completion of the project. Now let's go to the second level. I'm just a little bit slow because I just want, this is a initial part of the basic 3, so I just want to cover up all the students. Might be some of the students have already completed basic 3, basic 4, but still I just want to cover up all the things what we have over here, like a new thing of nested loop, like a new thing of coordinates. Okay, so it's pretty important to understand with the concept. Over here also might be we have some sort of problem in checking this uh, input window. Over here you can see that space bar is a little bit up. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just drag it and pull it down. Simple. Okay. And as I told, I can't, I'm not able to count the steps over here. So what I'll do, simple, I'll use this grid bar. Over here, the grid bar is closed. So what I'll do, I'll just use my coordinates. Three options you have, guys. The first option, you can count the blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever the block would be. Second option, you can use the grid box. Wherever it is disabled, what you can do, you can use the coordinates. Okay, you can use the coordinates. Over here, Dave, item is facing towards Dave. So that's why we have given D is equal to Dave dot X. And in the previous level, we have given item X minus Dave X. Over here, it has been changed. Now, over here, we have Dave X value that is 16. I'll put my cursor over here, X value that is 11. So how many steps? 16 minus 11, that is 5. Okay, so it's the spaceship dot step D that turns to the 5. Okay, now I'll just tap and run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got a 3 stars. If you want to execute the code more faster, just use the X bar. X1, X2, X4. It executed faster. Okay, now let's go to the next project. Over here, we have a map grid over here. You can use that map grid. Okay, the same thing we have over here. Dave, well, item is facing towards Dave side, so that's why item dot y minus Dave dot y. Over here, it has been changed to y. Okay, over here you can see in the comment that you can use Dave dot y to represent the y value of Dave's coordinate. While reading this comment section, you get to know like you can use x coordinate or y coordinate, or you just need to write it down any value. Okay, so you can, it's better to read those comment section and then execute that and then write the code. Okay, now you just tap and run. Now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how 8 has been given? Like we have first of all item y value that is 8. Okay, now y value a would be in reach, means the value is going to decrease from here onward. So it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so that's why item y value has been subtracted with Dave y value. So we have D as a variable over here. D is equal to item dot y minus Dave dot y, and the steps we have given D. Simple. Now you can execute this code. You can use the X bar for executing the code more faster so that you can save your time in hackathon. Okay. Done. You can see we got all the 3 stars with all the perspectives what we have to cover. Okay. Just keep in mind that 3 stars is very much mandatory. Now let's come to the range part. Okay. So the basic thing, what we have used from the item X minus Dave X, how many range we're gonna use, that those things have been covered. From here onward, we have to execute the range in between the item and Dave perspectives. Okay. Now over here we have I in range. Basically, range is a part of loop. How many times you have to execute the program. Okay, same thing, how many times you have to execute it. You won't have to write down the code again and again. You have to just write it down how many times you have to execute it. That's come under for loop. Okay, so for I in range 4, over here we have 4 items, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's why we have taken 4 range. Now I'll just use the grid. Then the second part says that we have to take the spaceship step 2. Okay, you can see 1, 2. And once it reaches up to here, for going to the next the next parameter, we have to again take the 2 steps. Okay, once it reaches up to here, 1, 2 for this step also, again 1, 2 for this step also, for again 1, 2 for the last parameter also. So that's why we have given throughout spaceship dot step 2. Okay, Now over here we have item facing towards Dave. Okay, you can see this is our item and its X value is facing towards Dave. Okay, now it's just been subtracted from the item I, that's integer we have used for the I in range 4 minus Dave X. Okay, and so on for each of the part. And once it goes, we have Dave step D. D, what D is the value of item X minus Dave X, means X coordinate of item minus X coordinate of spaceship, or you can say Dave. Okay, over here we have. Then what will happen? Dave would be coming back to the spaceship, so that's why we have used minus. Okay, over here once it reaches, okay, the value of X is equal to 2. Okay, and the value of X is over here is 1. So X2 minus X1, that is equal to X1. So once it reaches up to here, sorry. So once it reaches up to here, this position, he needs to come back again. So that's why we have to use minus sign convention to come back to any of the sprite to its original place or on the spacecraft. That's why we have used Dave dot step minus D. So same from here onward. Once it reaches up to here, so this sprite would be moving towards the next of the item, that's item number 1. Its value is X3 minus again X1. So again 2, it's increasing by 1, it's increasing by 1, it's increasing by 1. So we have to use minus sign convention for coming back to its original place, that is on spacecraft. Okay, now I'll just execute the program. If anyone has any problem, any concern, you can just put down in the chat box and I'll answer it. Okay. You can see the number of commands we have used is 32. Number of lines we have used is 5. 5 lines we have used. Okay. You can count it also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you gonna exceed with 5 number of lines, then what happens? The third star, what you're getting for number of specific line, you won't be getting. Okay, so it's very much important to have number of lines very specific. I'm just giving 1 minute. Go ahead, complete this project, and then we'll go to the next one. Do it fast. If anyone didn't understood how we have completed this project, please let me know. Okay. And after the class, we have just half an hour of class. After the class, everyone has to practice all these levels, what we have completed, as well as the next levels, what we're going to wrap up in the next class. Okay, so that you should brush up all the commands, all the loop part, all the item coordinates part, what we have over here. Otherwise, you're going to forget. It's pretty easy, but it's result-minded. It's a little bit confusing. Okay. Okay, hope everyone has completed it. Now let's go to the next level. Okay, level 5th. It's very much important to read the comment section. Okay, in Python, comment section is just a text, just a comment that starts from the hashtag. Okay, that's not a part of code. If you completely remove it, you can still execute the code firmly. But comment part is for us for understanding what gonna happen in the project. Okay, I'll just drag it to the center so that I can see quite obviously. Now, again, you can see we have 4 sort of items, 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here. Okay, so basically what you have to do, number of items or number of loop you want to cover up, that same value you have to give in range. Might be there would be 5 or 6 items or 5 to 6 loop you want to cover it up. Okay, you can understand by practicing it to the project. You will understand it very easily, like how many times we can execute the code, or how many times we execute, how many items we have to take it. Okay, so that same value we have to take it as a range. Over here we have four values. Okay, for loop we have to use not for loop. I'm just telling for loop. FOUR, four. Okay, the value four. Four loops, four times we have to use the same loop in same, all these parameters gonna use in the same equation in the same format. That's why we have taken for I in range 4. Okay, for I in range 4 means it won't exceed beyond 4. It would be inside 4, and 4 times it gonna execute the same parameters what we are defining over here. Fine. Now we have them over here. Same thing, this wave would be subtracted from the coordinates of item number 0, that's at x5. Over here we have also x5 over here, x5 minus x5, that turns to be a 0 over here, you can see. Okay, so the value, it's in horizontal way, that's why we are taking y over here, y10. They minus value gonna appear. How it gonna appear minus value? Because the item y over here is lesser than the Dev y. You can see the item y is 6 and Dev y is 10. So that's equal to minus 4. Now Dev step would be, once it reaches up to here, first it will take the minus 4 steps, 4 step to go ahead to take this item number 0, and then again it will come back with minus step. Okay, now once it reaches over here, again I'll just put the grid on, then he will take 3 steps that we have mentioned at the down. 1, 2, 3. Once it reaches up to here, he will take 3 steps again, and again he will take 3 steps. His spacecraft will take 3 steps. Now they will be taking taking a D step. That's variable we have defined over here. Again, you will take 3 steps to reach and take this item. Then minus D. Again, it will come back. Then spaceship will again take 3 steps to reach up to this position. And again, D steps. That's minus Y value to this spaceship Y value. And then again, the last one we have over here for the item number 3. This is item number 0, this is item number 1, this is item number 2, this is item number 3. Simple. Okay, now I'll just execute the code. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now the minus D, you can see that purple line in the code. For y it is like minus D. Again, it will take these steps, then minus D again. Then the step would be 3, and the last one. Simple. Okay, over here we have given, we have used first minus D, then D, then again minus D, because you can see this spaceship is going, this our sprite is going in both the directions. So, and he's facing towards just one place, towards opposite side of this item number 0. So it's the backyard, so he has to go to the backward direction. That's why we have used minus sign convention for the item number I dot y minus Dev dot y. Okay, let's go ahead to the next position, next level. Okay, I will just put it over here. Look over here, we have this is I in range, this is a loop, and inside that again we have if statement. Okay, so loop, inside loop we have nested loop. We have given a condition like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 items, and we have taken for 5 in range. The first thing what we have to do, we have to just take few steps, 1, 2, 3. So spaceship dot step 3 to take this item number 0. Now we have given a condition like if item I, okay, if item I dot y means item might be this one, might be this one, these four items, what has been left, okay, its y value means y coordinate value is smaller than spaceship y. If the coordinate value of the item, y coordinate value of the item smaller than the spaceship, then what gonna happen? They will take 5 step and again minus 5 step. Okay, 5 step will take and again minus 5 step to come back to its original place. Okay, now just run the code. 3 steps. The condition has been fulfilled, like the coordinate value of item I is lesser than the spaceship y. Then what happens? They has taken 5 step and then again minus 5 step, again 3, again 5 and minus 5. Simple. Okay, so we'll stop our first webinar over here, completing with 6 different levels. I'll just take the attendance. Please don't leave right now. And then we can go ahead with 7th project in the next class. Okay. And meanwhile, please practice what we did in today's class. Yeah, I have taken the attendance. Please practice what we did in the today's class. If anyone has any sort of problem, any confusion, okay, anything you didn't understood or anything you want from me to do it more better, please let me know. Okay, that would be very much important for me. Okay, guys, bye. Take care. Have a nice day. Stay safe, and please practice what we did today. And the assignment would be you all have to complete up to level 10. All have to complete. Might be few of the students have already completed, but still, I'm telling all of the students has to complete up to level 10. Okay, in the next class, that you won't have any sort of problem in understanding those levels. Okay, bye. Take care. Have a nice day, everyone.